Good afternoon, welcome back to a brand new video. It's really cloudy today, which I'm actually quite excited about because I am going to be on my excavator all morning. I've been sorting it out, getting it ready, and it's just made it over here and it is now on the property. And I couldn't be more excited because this is like the last piece of the puzzle of equipment that I need to get this place properly landscaped, laid out and ready for the next stage. So here she is, just basking in the little bit of sunlight that there actually is today. But isn't she beautiful? This excavator is so useful. The fact that it is now here on the off-grid property for the first time just means that I'm gonna get so much done. I just need to actually fire her up, let her warm up for a minute, also change the grading bucket out for a digging bucket, and then we're ready to crack on. So they're definitely not the quickest pieces of equipment in the world, and I've got it on low RPM so you can actually hear what I'm saying, but basically I'm just heading down to near the house where I'm going to start the first job. Right, the digging bucket is now on, and I might have mentioned it before, I'm not sure, but I picked up this Milwaukee grease gun recently, and it's been a game changer for me because obviously the tractor, the wood chipper, the wood splitter and the excavator, they've all got grease nipples that need greasing, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, probably sounds incredibly dodgy to you, but this has changed the game. It's so quick to grease all of my gear now. Everything's ready to go, it's all greased. I'm excited to get digging.
Say my name like you know what tomorrow brings, what the wildflowers sow. You got seeds in your pocket that steady grow. It's a wild world. You wrap me up all your thoughts, like seeing sunlight painted on the walls, while the rain outside is turning into frost. It's a wild world. But if you hold on to me, I will hold on to you. Let the tall pines swing, let the years pass through.
Are you tired of staring at a blank screen wondering where to start with your website? Well, Squarespace have made it easier than ever to create your very own online presence. With Squarespace Blueprint AI, their guided design system takes the guesswork out of building your website. Using the prompts, you choose what you'd like and go from there. And with their fluid engine, customization is at your fingertips. Drag, drop and create on the go with ease. You don't need to worry about understanding code or messing around with heavy technical features, as Squarespace is designed with the user in mind. If you have a shop on your site, then with the flexible payment options, checkout has never been easier. You can accept credit cards, PayPal and even offer buy now or pay later with Afterpay and Klarna. Terms like SEO can be off-putting, but simply put, they optimize your site and help it stand out in search results. With their integrated SEO tools, you can get discovered by more people faster. So if you haven't already, then definitely click the link in our description or head to squarespace.com/indieproject or use our code indieproject for a 14-day free trial and 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain.
Things are going really nicely, way better than expected. I thought this was going to be full of stone, but the good news is the hole is digging nice and I've just hit stone now. I hit stone a little bit to the right hand side, but I thought I was going to have to do loads of test dig holes and find out where the best location was. And the best location is always next to the pile of rubble because it's way easier to move that into the hole. It's going to be really a lot less hassle. The sun seems to have made an appearance, which is, it's okay, it's all right. It's warmed up a little bit, but that's fine. This is Portugal. But you can see the topsoil that I'm pulling out. It's absolutely lovely. This is going to be brilliant for filling areas where I've been working and landscaping. And you can see how close the rubble pile is to the hole, which is the whole idea. The whole idea. And the hole, it's massive. It's already 6 foot deep, but I've hit stone there and I've hit a shelf of stone to the right hand side. So I can't go further right, but I can go further left. So I am done for the day, and obviously most of the day was preparing and getting the excavator to the off-grid property, but now it's here. Things are moving so quickly. It's filled me with confidence that the tasks that I need to do on the excavator at this property, I'm gonna smash through them so quickly. I've finished a massive hole, which is a relief, because that means tomorrow John is coming to work for me again, which is amazing because we can basically fill that hole full of the rubble, and once and for all, it's gone. Look at this hole, it's absolutely massive, and I dug it a little bit bigger than what I thought. You can see the rubble pile behind it, and it does look like it will all fit in there nicely. It's hard to see on camera, but it's actually a really tight area to work in with the excavator. So tomorrow, what I'm gonna do, put some gloves on and start literally just throwing all of the rubble into the hole. And once I have a little bit more room, then I can come with the tractor and start pushing it in and then backfill it all with the lovely dirt that I pulled out. And I'm gonna have so much dirt left over, so I'm gonna landscape that whole area and flatten it out a little bit, but I'll catch you in the morning. So it is a new day. It's a lot cooler today actually, which is nice because we're going to be doing a lot of things that require a lot of physical movement. We are pushing all of that rubble into the big hole that I created yesterday. And not only have I got John with me today, but his friend Tom has come along as well to lend a hand, which is always useful. Many hands make light work. So I think the hole that I created is going to be plenty big enough. You can see how much smaller the rubble pile is at the moment. And basically, all of the plastic that we're finding in that pile is going to one side, and that will not go in the hole. Over there, I've just got the tractor warming up because I'm going to try and push all of the remaining rubble right into the hole right now. So the wind has picked up a lot and the weather is changing fast, but look how amazing this looks now. Completely graded. You would never know that there was a massive rubble pile right there and is now under all of this earth.
So I've managed to persuade the goats. They did have prior plans today, but I said, let's go for a walk in the forest, girls. It'd be nice. I've not been in it for a while. They're obliged, which is nice. I like that they like spending time with me. So we're currently on a steep incline and I thought it would be great to tell you what I'm doing so I could get out of breath. But we're going to go into the forest because it's all lovely right now. Everything is blooming. And of course, it wouldn't be a walk without Furrnando assisting. You stopped. Right, let's go. He's our guide today. He's been walking these forest trails for a year now, and he says he's well versed in the best places to go. So if we have a good walk today, I'll be giving him a 5-star review on TripAdvisor. I'm pretty excited because behind me here are madroño trees and they were burnt to ashes. I think a fly just landed on my tongue as I was talking. Also, you might be able to hear Theo chopping wood in the background. But these trees behind me, the madroño trees, were pretty big and they got absolutely obliterated in the fire that came through in 2022. And this whole area where I am right now was all a lot of pine trees. So it burnt pretty intensely. And the madroño trees were all dead. They got cut down to the base and they've coppiced, which is really exciting because it means that we've now got wonderful greenery. And another reason why I really like madroño trees is not just because they produce really lovely red fruit, kind of like a berry. They call them strawberry trees, but also because they keep their green leaves year round. So it's nice greenery all year round. And I'm thinking in the spot where we had to cut down loads of the dead trees around the lake, planting some madroño trees around there because it'll just be some nice greenery all year round. And then you get fruit as well, so bonus. So this side of the forest, all that you can see was predominantly pine, and it has not grown back. They won't grow back. They do need to be cut down eventually, but there is an awful lot, as you can see, of dead trees. But the pine burning means that native trees such as, let me see if I can find it, oak here, and I have seen some sweet chestnut elsewhere and another madroño, they can grow up there now instead, which is good because we want more native trees, a mixture of deciduous trees. It's safer for fires and stuff like that. There's a deer. Just as I pressed record, there was a deer, although I don't know if it would have picked up on the mic because the mic is here and it was behind. I've been told by our guide, Furrnando, that there are several trails through the forest here on Miracle Mountain. And today he's taking us on the trail called the Witch's Armpit because it's a nestled spot. There's a witch's house behind me and he came up with the name. You know what, you might find it daft, but take it up with him. He comes up with it and I just go with it. Oh my God, I can hear the deer. Wouldn't it be insane if the deer just comes trotting out of the house along the witch's armpit? It does sound like a dog, but it's not, it's a deer, I promise. Oh my God, I don't know whether to walk. I don't want to scare it off. We're coming towards where a water source is, so I imagine the deer are hanging out there. Well, we're all a bit disappointed because Furrnando promised us a deer and we didn't see it. So he also just took a dump in front of all of us. So I'm going to have to knock him off a star for that because I think that's quite frankly outrageous, inappropriate, unprofessional behaviour. He didn't even bury it or wipe, so that's gross. and the goats are really excited about seeing a deer, you know. So he made promises he couldn't keep, and I just don't think a tour guide should do that, honestly. And now it's got me questioning the name of the trails. Is he just having a laugh? Is this all just a joke? I just don't know. Apparently the Witch's Armpit Trail goes past the Mermaid's Purse. I've been told this is a wilderness pond deep in the forest. What was that? Oh, nothing. It's a wilderness pond deep in the forest. If you can see something bright blue behind me, that is the water tank that goes to our house. It gives us water. We have mountain water year round. It's stored in there. So yeah, we're going to be going to a pond called the Mermaid's Purse, and if we're lucky, we might see a mermaid. I mean, this tour is just getting even more intense, but I know I said I shouldn't believe everything Furrnando says, but he's got my hopes up again. He really has. And here we are at the Wilderness Pond, aka the Mermaid's Purse. It's got a wonderful layer of greenery on it, which is brilliant protection for any fish and amphibians living in there. Oh, there's a little patch down here where you can see there must be a path that the wildlife take to get down and drink from the water's edge. Here it is, through here. Brilliant. We have in the past seen a number of different species here, never mermaids. Furrnando's definitely pulling my leg there, but we've seen snakes, loads of different types of frogs, newts, I think 2 types of newt maybe, goldfish that we did put in there ourselves. My mum claims she saw an otter, although I think it was probably a mongoose, because I did also catch, oh, I just hit the mic, because I did also catch a mongoose. Well, I spotted a mongoose in the lake by the house that's not full yet, but has quite a lot of water in. And then there's loads of different types of birds, and we have seen footprint of deer around here, and also hog activity. So there's a lot going on here, and it's such a wonderful, peaceful place. There's water running through it year round. I just love the sound of the water. Now, everyone says that goats will eat anything. Absolutely anything they can get their mouths on, and I must say that is not true. They don't eat ferns, they don't eat broom, they'll have a nibble at eucalyptus, but they don't really care for it, and I've panned up and there's a eucalyptus tree. There's actually a lot they don't eat. They're quite fussy, I must say. So just thought I'd drop that in. There's our guide, just making sure that we're all good. He hasn't done another turd, so that's even better. Furrnando's informed me that we're now heading along a trail referred to as the Broken Nut, because it's a bit bumpy and vehicles that drive too fast could break a nut. Get your mind out of the gutter if you were thinking of something else, honestly. So yeah, this is a beautiful trail. I've got a eucalyptus forest on one side and then the deciduous forest on the other side. The goats are in front of me, absolutely loving the grazing. There's a great selection of greenery here, and I think they've enjoyed this trail just as much as I have. And I did catch Margot eating moss off a tree the other day, so that was a new one. And all this fluff, she will not let me pull it out. I have tried. Will you let me get some? No, she's not having it. I do enjoy walking my dogs, walking my goats, and they just are very, very well behaved. The only thing I would say is that, you know what, it's not even a bad thing really. Sometimes I'll want to leave them in a spot and kind of potter off somewhere else, usually around the house, but they want to be with me because I am part of the herd. So if I go in the house, they will follow me in the house, which, you know, would normally be fine. If you've ever spent time with a goat, you'll know that goats will just poo at where they stand and urinate where they stand, which also includes in their bed. I mean, I personally think that's a bit foolish, but I'm not going to tell them what to do. So there has been instances where they've come in and they have dropped a wee, so they're not allowed in the house. So it does make it a bit hard for that, but it means it's good because I can walk literally anywhere and they'll follow me. And I bet they've stopped now and they're not even following me, are they? I know, they're right there. Here's a tour guide. Yeah, you realise that you left me. Honestly, I'm gonna knock a star off for that as well. He's not done a very good job at keeping us. I had to ask him the name of this trail. He didn't even give it to me. I had to ask. The apple and pear trees in this orchard are looking really good. I'm so happy I managed to give them a prune. They won't be overloaded with fruit this year. And I've come up to the only tree that doesn't actually have any growing on it. Here we go. Fairly sure this is an apple tree. And I just snapped the branch like an absolute idiot. So I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to leave it. We'll look with our eyes, not our hands. But the trees are looking so nice now they've been pruned. And the goats love grazing in here as well. Well, that's it. We've ended the witch's armpit, the broken nut, and saw mermaid's purse. I also found a bit of cardboard on the truck, on the path that must have fallen off the truck. UTV, whatever, a vehicle. And now I'm going to put the goats in, well, in their outdoor pen, so they're safe, and let the chickens out, because I can hear them screaming from here.